All right, welcome back, guys. This is Justen Alias with the Nexus Network Podcast. I'm so excited today. I have Vander in the studio today from Selling Sunset. Maya, welcome.
Thank you. When are you going to Venmo me to be here? By the way, I never know how to say. Is it Venmo or Venmo?
Venmo.
So Venmo.
Venmo.
Because I always like twist it like Venmo, but I'm like, I can get away with that.
I'm going to send you a Starbucks card, all right?
Okay. On Starbucks.
What I love about Maya is when I first met her, she was no ego. She had no ego, super collaborative, and I appreciate that. It seems like you were the one on the show that was the least dramatic. Is that true?
I tried.
That's what I've heard. I haven't watched the show like fully. I need to get into it, but that's what I've heard.
No, I feel like everybody watched Selling Sunset at some point in their life, especially during COVID. But for me, when I joined the show, it was all about real estate, women empowerment. And it started as like real estate show, women empowerment. And then it just became a little bit more...
dramatic.
A little bit more dramatic, and that's an understatement. And but it was fun and great experience to be part of.
How did you get on the show?
So essentially, I joined Jason Oppenheim. He opened a brokerage in LA. The Oppenheim Group.
The Oppenheim Group.
And I always tell the story because it's also about grind. I used to go door knock up in the hills, Sunset, Plaza, the hills. And I used to see like Jason's beautiful marketing material on the doorsteps. And I'm like, here I am with like some piece of paper, like nothing fancy, competing with this guy. I'm like, I'm never going to get a listing. And oddly enough, like he reached out to me on Facebook and mentioned, hey, I'm opening a brokerage. And would you like to join? It's just me and my brother Brett and this guy Graham. So I really liked the brokerage. It was small, boutique-y. Long story short, I joined. Then a couple of other girls joined, Mary, Heather, Christine. And we did a billboard, us and a couple of other people. And, it's a good-looking group of people. We did a photo shoot. We did a billboard on Sunset Plaza with the Oppenheim Group. And the producer drove on Sunset Plaza, saw the sign, and he's like, because like,
Get a light bulb idea.
Exactly. And he's like, this group could be like a cool TV show.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like how everything started. We shot a demo. Like, it was 2 minutes.
What year was that?
Wow,
like, when did you join the O Group?
So, okay, my son is 7. I want to say 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
So like 2018. 2018.
Yes, because when we first started filming Selling Sunset, I was like I just found out I was pregnant. And months prior to that, that's when we filmed the demo. That's when, they try to shop it to the network. So, you always think people, when you say reality TV, it's they just follow you with the camera and like, boom, no preparation. But there was like a lot of prep before we start filming Selling Sunset. And season 1 was very simple, easy, fun, a little bit drama, nothing too crazy. But it got us enough to get picked up to season 2 and 3. And that's when COVID hit and everybody were on lockdown watching Selling Sunset. That's kind of like how it took off.
That's amazing.
So, in life, I always say it's sometimes about timing and luck.
Yeah, and you were door knocking, so that opportunity, because you were door knocking, led to you being on Selling Sunset in a way, right?
But I do have also a fun story regarding that. $1 Million Listing at the time was the show, right?
Yeah.
And I was just starting real estate. It was like my second year of real estate. And I Facebook message. I found out who's the producer of $1 Million Listing. I sent him a message on Facebook. I'm like, hey, why don't you do a show like that just with women? And he replied to me. He said, it's a great idea. They called me to an audition. Nothing came out of that. Maybe they wanted to have a woman on the cast at some point, which obviously it turned out to be Tracy a couple of years later. But nothing came out about. And I didn't know how to produce a TV show about women. It was just a great idea on my mind. So it's funny how you sometimes manifest and think about things, because I had that idea like on my second year of real estate. And then we did a show about women on Selling Sunset a couple of years later with different producers. So,
yeah. Why don't you think there's a show in Miami? Like, why is there no real estate show in Miami?
Adam, that's a question to you. The thing is, they tried to cast a couple of different people for the Miami, and it just didn't click to the network. I think Miami has a lot of potential, but the thing is with those shows, the drama does sell.
Yeah.
And this is the fine line, how much you provide drama versus real estate. Because, if I would just provide drama, then my real estate career could honestly be destroyed.
Yeah.
Because people will not take me seriously. So as much as I would love to have a TV show in Miami, the drama is
The selling point.
It's hard to give up my real estate career and
That's more important to you.
drama in Hollywood. Yeah,
I love that.
I'm just looking at the long term, versus 5 minutes of fame.
So it seems like the show definitely helped your social media presence.
Yes, you get followers. You get a lot of followers. You get a lot of hate.
I would imagine. Did it help your real estate career as well?
It does help. It gives you credibility for sure. It gives you the exposure. But also, in a sense, some people think I'm too busy or they won't approach me necessarily because they think I only sell like $10 and $15 million houses. So it's also a sense of like intimidation. People will not approach because they think I'm too busy. So I'm open for business.
She is open.
Ideally, not rentals. I'd rather buy and sell, but we'll take rentals too. I have a team.
I love that. You also joined our Nexus Network, so I want to thank you for joining it. It's been great having you in the network. Any advice on working with sports and entertainment clients, or what's your experience in that realm?
I had a couple of entertainment clients, less sports, to be honest. I think
you had some big entertainment clients from what you told me.
I know, and I'm not going to name drop here. But I will say, at the end of the day, a client is a client.
Yeah.
You get, in a way, the Star Trek in the beginning, like, oh, it's so cool, but then you really, like, your modes change to, like, business, transaction, closing, make sure the deal gets done. So to me, a person is a person.
Yeah. What I love about working with sports entertainment clients is that they usually don't have the time to look at a bunch of properties, so they're very easy to work with from my experience.
Yes. Unlike some buyers who like take 5 years to make a decision.
Yeah.
I literally had 3 kids, and so I have some buyers. At some point, you probably have to let some buyers go because I'm like, if you cannot make a decision, maybe it's not the right client. But to your point, with sports and entertainment, and the thing is also they have to relocate sometimes, right? The sport people, like if they get a contract signed or canceled, they gotta go, they gotta move.
Yeah. It seems like you guys had some sports entertainment clients from Selling Sunset as well in the seasons, or?
Yeah, first few seasons was Chris Humphries. He was there. Michael B. Jordan. I think, was he there? Yeah, I think he was in I didn't watch the last seasons, but I heard he was there. This guy, not Ty, what's his name? See, I'm so bad with celebrities.
What have you learned from working with big-time agents like Jason and Brett Oppenheim? Like, have they taught you anything that stood out?
I feel like with real estate, you learn from every transaction, right? Like, I've been doing it for 13 years, almost 14 years. And every transaction, I still learn. Brett and Jason are very, like, direct, no bullshit, straight to the point, and I like that. It might rub people in the wrong way at times, but at the end of the day, it's about business. Even you and I messaged, Justin was trying to connect me with a client for a listing. I'm like, well, I'm just here for the listing, so unless you want to give me the listing.
I'm only here for the listing.
I'm not interested.
I don't got time.
I don't have time. Maybe it's too direct, but at the end of the day, it's like I don't want to go around the bush.
Yeah, you don't have time to waste, so that
I'm
makes
happy
sense.
to come, promote your listing, do my best, do the videos, do everything. But if you're going to interview 10 other agents, then maybe it's not
You're not the right fit, yeah.
It's okay to do diligence. People can interview 1, 2, 3 agents. But at the end of the day, I mean, if I still need to prove myself, I don't know. Maybe it's not the right client for me.
That makes sense. So what did you say the difference between LA and Miami is as far as selling real estate?
When I first moved to Miami, so I moved to Miami 9 years ago.
Yeah.
But as soon as I moved, the show got picked up. So I was 5 years between LA and Miami. So I consider myself, Miami, I've been in Miami for a while, but taking serious business here in real estate for the last probably 3 years since I left Selling Sunset. That's when I could really focus on doing business here in Miami.
How long would you guys shoot for?
So we shoot 4 or 5 months at a time.
Yeah.
But then in between you have promotions, you have the show is really time consuming.
I bet.
You gotta really focus on that. You do media, you do all of that. And I wasn't even the star of the show, but it's still a time consuming.
What was a day like in production or shooting?
So usually we film between Tuesday and Saturday. And we start early, we finish late. Sometimes, you film Wednesday, sometimes you film Friday, sometimes you film a scene and the scene gets cut off.
Yeah.
But back to your question between LA and Miami, It's honestly very similar because the price point finally, like when I moved, Miami was really underrated in my
Yeah,
opinion.
probably 50% less than
Yeah,
LA.
it was like 400 a foot. You get like a beautiful house in Coco Plum. If anyone knows Coral Gables, Coconut Grove, it's like right now 1,000, 2,000 a foot.
Yeah.
5, 6 years ago, it was like 400 a foot. We all should have bought then. But anyways, so the prices are finally catching up and people are moving here full time. 9 years ago, Miami was a part-time destination.
More transient.
Get me a sexy condo with a pool and a gym, and I'll see ya in December. Now it's full-time, so I'm excited for it. It's been so many like great places to be here, developments. LA is great, don't get me wrong, but I think LA has. I think Miami is much nicer and sexier.
Yeah, yeah. The taxes too in LA, I think, are bringing a lot of people here.
Yeah, all the taxes. LA still, look, they're trying to solve the homeless problem in LA. It didn't really solve with those mentioned tax they put on. So I think the city has a lot of issues. The politicians there have a lot of issues, and bring it on to Florida.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but don't bring your policies.
And if you're coming here, call Maya.
Exactly.
What's your favorite area of Miami to sell in, or what's your favorite area of Miami?
That's what I like about Miami because you have so many great pockets. So for someone who wants the ocean, you have Miami Beach or Bal Harbour, or Sunny Isles. If someone wants the walkability and the like more laid back, Coconut Grove, Coral Gables. Coral Gables depends what.
You live in the Gables, right?
I live in the Gables, 7 minutes from the Grove, because the Gables is also big. Then you have Brickell, right? You live in Brickell, it's like the finance district. You can walk everywhere. You can go work out. You can have dinner. You can have coffee. It's just so much to do. You have Design District. You have Wynwood. Like, it's just so many pockets. I personally love the South. I love Coconut Grove, Coral Gables, and if you want an acreland, Pinecrest.
Yeah. It seems a lot of athletes, when they move down here, especially the Miami Heat, they're buying in Pinecrest, Coral Gables. Those are huge. Those are huge markets for them.
And also like lots of like hedge fund people, finance people, because the schools, let's talk
The school
about
districts.
private schools,
Yeah.
You have the best private schools here in...
No, if you're a family, I think you're going to lean towards the Gable, right? Or
Right.
Pinecrest.
You have Miami Shores too, because they have a good school there too, but essentially like I'm all about the South.
Yeah. So back to Selling Sunset. Was it more dramatic or was it real as far as like all the drama in the show?
Unfortunately, the answer is it was real. We spend a lot of time together when we film and things happen. It's months, right? So
Yeah.
for filming. And again, I haven't watched the last seasons. I kind of know what's going on because I have friends who are on the show who tells
How many seasons are there? Like 8 or 9 now?
9. Yeah, they're going to
Wow.
film season 10, I think, soon.
Wow.
The girls fight, and unfortunately, some true friendships dissolve over those, courses. People got divorced. It's life.
Who are you closest with the show?
I talk to Davina a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, look, Richelle, Heather, Emma, Mary. I mean, they're all very nice. They're all very sweet. Amanza. I mean, I'm in good terms with all of them because I truly do like them. And before filming Selling Sunset, we used to always hang. Like, we used to go with Jason, like, out and about. It was great time. So
Yeah.
we were friends for a long time. But, eventually, like you, I moved the city. Everybody have their own life, kids, work.
Life gets busy.
Life gets busy. It's hard to stay in touch, but obviously social media helps.
Yeah. So did obviously Selling Sunset help you build your personal brand? Any tips on building your personal brand in social media? Or like you seems like you're very active on social media. Any tips in that regard?
I think, consistency, like everything in life, I go through phases, but, like being authentic, being you. If you're doing any business, that doesn't matter if you're like a acupuncture, a surgeon, be on social media, let people know what you do, but also show your personal life.
Yeah.
Show your hobbies.
And I see you on TikTok now. I see you on YouTube. So you're really putting yourself out there, not just Instagram. I love that.
I try. TikTok, honestly, I have someone who does it for me because I don't even know what to do with TikTok. I feel like old when I talk like that. I feel like I'm a millennial. What is it, millennial?
Millennial.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm a millennium.
Millennial.
Millennial. But I feel old. But yeah, look, I mean, I think just be out and about there. I have clients who send me the clips from people who are like on TikTok showing real estate. I'm like, you guys are on TikTok watching real estate? I guess this is the...
Yeah, it seems like it's a big trend right now.
It is.
But it seems like when you have a listing or a property, are you using social media?
I always do, yeah.
That's a huge advantage for a client that's using you.
100%.
Because you're gonna get more views obviously than a normal
Look,
agent.
I have 1, 2 followers, like 1, and 8. I lost a couple of them after because I'm Israeli.
That's 1.1 million.
Yes, yes. So I lost a lot of followers because of October 7 in Israel. Unfortunately, that's just like reality. You post things, you're not going to get all the love. But it's fine. They're not going to be my clients anyway.
Yeah.
It's okay. But so actually my business went up. That said, I do have a lot of followers, and they're like international. You know, our followers are from Canada, Australia, Brazil, US.
So the show is global then. The show
Is majorly global.
Yeah.
So for someone who wants to list their house and they're looking for that global exposure, sometimes MLS is not enough. So I think that's what I can offer to an extent, right? I mean, the buyers can come from anywhere. But even now, as an example, I posted like coming soon in the Grove, like I'm getting a townhouse. And I just did a video on my phone, like, coming soon, Coconut Grove, and I had a couple of agents who are following me, reaching out and asking me questions about that. So there is that advantage.
That exposure helps for sure.
Exactly, 100%.
As far as real estate, what else are you doing to market properties besides social media?
I think, like a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
You got to be old school. You got to do the mailers, I think. Not you got to, but you want to do mailers. You want to do open houses. You want to do the social media. You want to do digital ads, whether if you do it on YouTube or Instagram, just boost your property. I used to promote on homes.com. They have like a couple of like nice, interesting like ideas on how to promote listings.
Tell us about Compass. We both work at Compass.
Yeah,
Great
I like Compass. Compass versus Zillow. Let's talk about that. I'm kidding. I think that lawsuit finally dropped.
Did it really?
Yeah, it's a Compass listing, exclusive, not exclusive. Honestly, I'm here to sell. I don't care about the nonsense and the noise in the background.
Yeah. There's so much going on, it seems like, in our industry.
It's always something, always someone suing someone. Like, let us do our work.
Yeah.
It's like big agent, small agent, who is going to survive? AI. I'm like, oh.
It's crazy, though, because I thought at this point, I've been doing real estate for a while, too, and I thought at this point, they would try to shut real estate agents out completely, but it seems like we're necessary. Like, they haven't. I mean, I feel like if we were going to get taken out, we would have got taken out a long time ago, like been Uberized or whatever.
People always hate on real estate agent, and we have the reputation of a car salesperson. Oh, they make the commission.
But the right agents, like you and I, will provide value.
Right. And also think about that. Like, okay, we close the deal, we make good commission, right? We make good money. But what about all the other deals we don't close? What about all these people who are making us running around? What about all the fake buyers out there? Yes, I see you with your fake proof of funds. It's
Let's talk about that for a minute, because people don't see that.
Nonsense.
People don't see that we'll have clients that will make a show.
I wrote 5 offers on someone. He showed me proof of funds. For God's sake, I thought it was real, and it's nonsense. And I just disrespect people like that. If you don't have the money,
don't waste the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you say, if you don't have the money, you gotta take your broke ass home. I mean, come on. Like, it's like people waste your time. It's disrespectful. I'm a mother. I have 3 kids. You
have a very busy lifestyle.
Yeah. If you want to buy and sell, I'm happy to help. But if you're just going to like waste my time and pretend you are rich because you watch Selling Sunset, then go take a hike. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But we work really hard, and you know what? We deserve to get paid, because I'm not asking a sports agent to cut their fee and cut me a kickback on their commission, or a financial advisor who is taking percentage of your income. So why everybody always get into the real estate agent's pockets? Why every deal that we negotiate, they always want the commission from the agents? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. People don't see behind the scenes. I mean, sometimes we'll have clients they'll make us show 10 properties, and they'll just ghost us. We'll never hear from them again.
Yes, or even with buyer's agreement, they can go buy with someone else.
Yeah.
So I work and I hope on loyalty, and hopefully people will respect and be loyal to you. But people are people, and not everybody are like loyal.
Yeah, and some buyers are not the right fit for you, and
right.
So back to LA and Miami. Where would you say there's more celebrities buying homes these days? Do you think Miami's leaning upwards on that, or you think?
I think Miami attract a lot of people in the last couple of years.
What's the demographic of the high-end buyers, would you say, that are buying like in the Grove or? Like
you mean where they from?
Yeah. Are they
California and New York.
Yeah.
Also Canadians are buying.
Mm-hmm.
People from Chicago. Lots of domestic. Miami used to be like the hub of Latin America, which they still come in here, but you definitely see more domestic.
Yeah.
And Canadian, which I kind of call them domestic in a way, and they're very nice too.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like a lot of artists, a lot of athletes are buying here. I think LA used to be the hub for that, right? But I feel like
If anyone happy to pay state income, go to LA. If you guys want to avoid it, come to Miami.
come to Miami.
Let's talk about property taxes for a sec. I mean, Ron DeSantis wants to cut it completely, which I don't think it's realistic, but
That would just the market would go insane here.
Oh my God! I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? Like, if realistically we cannot cut the property taxes, because I understand we need to get taxes from somehow. At least cut it a little bit, like to 1% even. Right now we're at like 1.5 to 1.8%
It's
for purchase
high.
price, and it's high. Like I have a lot of my clients making the decision based on their property taxes. If I'm gonna spend $5 million on a house and I need to spend like $70,000 on taxes, it's a lot of money. So even if you cut it to 40, it's something, you know.
Yeah.
So
And with condos, HOA fees are.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
a whole
that's a whole.
HOA fees. You know, I love the condos here, and they're great, and they're like an amazing solution for people who just want to lock and go. But the HOA fees are insane, and I don't know what is the
It's
risk.
not sustainable.
It's the insurance cost maybe.
The
but
reserves. What are your favorite condo buildings here in Miami?
I love Mr. C.
Yeah,
I
and the
love
Grove.
Mr. C in Coconut Grove. I think the St. Regis Brickell will be a beautiful project. It's on the water. I like the new construction, Baccarat, Cipriani. I think the condo market here is like really starting to elevate themselves to a different level. I think Waldorf Astoria is going to be a beautiful project once it's done.
Have you ever seen the Monad Terrace? That's my favorite building.
Oh yeah, Mona Terrace I've seen. I like that building,
Yeah,
but some of it depends on the view.
yeah. Well,
Depending on
a lot of the nice units have the bay views there. Sunsets are insane.
It's out of Fifth. I mean, the views are stunning. The building is just older.
More older, yeah. I love the apogee and the
The
continuum.
apogee is nice.
Yeah.
But Continuum now, I mean, they're going to have a whole renovation.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes. So if anyone wants a pool, think twice before
Wait,
you get
wait on that. So, as far as real estate and breaking into it, what tips would you have for a new real estate agent and how to be successful?
Don't do real estate. Don't do it. It's okay.
Come on, Maya. We got to be encouraging here.
That's the thing with real estate for me. It's love and hate relationship because I've been doing it for a while. You know, I think it's a process and it takes time, and you got to be consistent. Talk to anyone, like everybody. Tell them that you are in the business.
Build
Don't
your
be shy.
network.
Go network. Do open houses. If you don't have money, call, door knock. If you have money, you can invest in platforms like Zillow to get leads. This is a quiet commercial for Zillow.
No, you know what I love about you, though, too, is I feel like a lot of realtors in Miami never pick up their phone. You always are, like, on top of it. You pick up your phone. I feel like just doing simple things like that will make a huge difference.
I always pick up the phone.
Yeah. Nobody out here picks up the phone.
No,
It's a cultural thing. I don't know
No,
why.
when I moved from LA, literally, first of all, in LA, I don't know, maybe it changed since I moved, but back then in LA was like sending emails to schedule showings. Here, they don't even respond to an email.
Yeah.
They don't even know what email is. And yeah, you have to message like 5 times to get a showing. And then let's talk about photos here for real estate photography. Like spend $200 and make
Oh
nice
my God.
photos.
Some of the photos on these
Please
listings.
don't use your phone for photos. It's like, even for a rental, guys, come on.
Well, we can do better.
It's a lack of professionalism here. It's gotten much better.
Do you think LA realtors are more professional?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Because I have my license. I have a team in Michigan, too, still, and there's a little bit more professionalism
Yes,
there.
100%. I feel like everybody and their mama have a license in Florida. They don't even know the rules. They're like, it's kind of like, whatever, let's just guess.
That's funny. So as far as you have a family, I always see you post about your kids. Any advice on work-life balance?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Look, my kids are in daycares and school, but if someone's sick, like last week my daughter was sick, I brought her to a showing. It was a nightmare. And I don't have a nanny. So most of the time, hopefully, if they don't sick, I can manage because I pick them up around 4:30, 5 p.m. from school. And then it's like mammoth, baths, dinners. If anyone trying to reach me out at 6 p.m., yes, I can answer the phone, but I have screaming kids in the background.
I can attest to that.
Yes.
I've called you a few times in the evening.
Like I can't talk to us. I'm going to attempt to have a
No, you talk, but your kids, I hear them in the background.
No, it's just like, and
I
of
love
course, they
them.
always want your attention when you're on the phone. To all the mom out there, you know how you can relate to that. It's difficult, but, and the weekends, look, we work on the weekends at time. I do have a team, so sometimes if I do an open house, I try to not do it every weekend or showings. Maybe someone from my team will do the showing if I can't do it. Because, on the weekends, I'm occupied with, like, birthday parties. Mm-hmm. When you have, like, 5, 6 years old kids, like, they all, 20 kids in the class, every weekend you have 5 birthday parties.
Yeah.
So I think I do a good job. My husband obviously helps when he can. He also works a lot. But we do what we can. Like today, I mean, I'm going to have a sitter at 6 p.m., which is going to give me a nice break. Maybe I'll go get a massage.
How old are your kids?
I have a 7 years old, 6 years old, and 3 years old.
That's amazing. That's amazing. No, keeping that balance with real estate and like everything that you have going on is amazing to see that. So
It's like, it's very hard, right? Like I try to stay very calm between screaming kids and screaming clients.
you do a good job of
I
it.
do a lot of guided meditation, for real. I do
Yeah.
guided meditation.
Going back to that, what tips would you have to be more calm? Is it meditation? Is that where do you do yoga?
Self-care, yeah. I do yoga.
What's your self-care routine?
Working out, getting my nails done, getting massage. I'm all about self-care. I think it's very important to find the time to do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Whether if it's like you're going to get your hair done, like anything to just disconnect for a little bit. I used to do coaching with Steve Scholl. He's a big real estate coach. And I remember when my first year in real estate, he says, houses don't bleed. There is no emergency. So if you don't answer right away, it's okay. Yes, answer your phone, pick it up. But it's okay to, if it's Sunday at 6 p.m. and you're busy doing other things, unless you really have to save a deal, houses don't bleed. So we're not doctors at the end of the day.
And what do you like to do for fun outside of real estate and your
That's
family?
That's the thing, real estate.
that's your.
I love the beach. I love good wine, good dinners. I love working out.
What are your go-to spots in Miami for dinner or to go out?
So many, so many cool places. But I will say my regular one will be Amal in Coconut Grove, Mediterranean.
Yeah, I've been there many times.
Yes.
Have you been to Lyra and Wynwood?
No.
That's one of my favorite Lebanese.
Doma and Doya in Wynwoods are great.
Yeah.
I love Mamo. It's Italian in Brickell. Love that.
Mamo?
Yeah, Mamo.
I don't think I've been there.
It's great. Coco for Mexican.
Coconut Grove has so many. People don't know. Like when they come to Miami, they don't think of Coconut Grove, and it's got such
They open Carbon Vino in the Grove. It's great. Mr. C.
I still haven't been there.
Great.
I've been dying to go there.
Ava.
But I feel like the Grove is it has like a European feel to it, right?
Yeah.
It's such a nice
We
area.
rarely go to dinners on the beach. I have the membership to the one hotel, so we'll take the kids to the beach,
Yeah.
on the weekends when we don't have 5 birthday parties. We do that. But generally, like when we go on date nights, it's between Grove and Gables.
That's
Gables
awesome.
have some cool places too. Mika, Zucca, Luca. If you didn't notice, it's all Italian.
And it seems like you and your team are doing a lot of business in the Grove and the Gables. Is that the kind of areas that you like to focus on, or you're open to any?
No. A little bit all over, because like let's say Carly lives in Miami Shores, like in the north, so she will do more north. But she will do the south too, I guess. Mix of both.
Yeah.
Amelia lives in the Grove, so we do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sold in most of the buildings in Brickell and downtown, in Edgewater, so we're familiar with the buildings, with the condos, and then obviously Miami Beach, some Bal Harbour, some Sunny Isles.
Did it take you a while to learn the market here? Because it's very different. It's very similar, but very different from LA, I feel like.
No.
I also sold real estate in LA too.
Yes, it's and that's the thing with LA. Like I'm licensed in California, but I'm not seeking or trying to do any business there. I really firm believer that you got to focus on one market.
Yeah.
You don't want to be all over the place. Because I can sell Grove and Gables and Pinecrest because this is where I hang. This is where
That's your hood.
Kids go to school. It's my hood. Or Miami Beach, because I hang. So it's for me like I cannot sell on Boca. I cannot sell on Palm Beach. I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, you want to sell where you know and you're familiar.
Right. Well,
yeah.
I can recommend restaurants, schools, the pediatrician, the doctor. Like I want to be resourceful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that. Well, Maya, thank you so much for coming on today. This was great. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you? Is it Instagram or email or phone number? Or?
Instagram, most DM goes to spam, so I would say send me an email. I'm still old school after all. Maya@mayavander.com, or my cell phone is everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, you got you still have the billboards, or you were on?
I do billboards sometimes. You know why I do them? Because people still think I'm in LA, which in theory I haven't been in for a while.
Yeah.
But I do real estate marketing. I do billboard. I do buses. Not all the time because they're expensive.
You had like what, selling Sunset to selling Miami?
From selling LA to selling Miami.
I love that. Well, Maya, thank you so much for coming on today. We appreciate your time, and yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Justin.
All right.